I got myself into such a state. I was not confident. I was just bricking it, and I was close to tears thinking about it at some points. I'm not ashamed to say that. You know, it's not a big deal. Yeah, there's definitely been times in my life that I haven't had confidence, but with the support that has been around me, that's got me through and got me to where I wanted to be. But I can't imagine not having that, and then there's people out there that haven't got that, but it must be so hard for them. I mean, I remember a time when I had my driving my truck license, and I was working on class 2 trucks. So not the bigger ones that I'm working on now. And my problem is I overthink things. And I was working with a company doing confidential paper shredding. I had a driver's mate with me, and we would go out and we'd go into central London, we'd go places, and then the driver's mate would help, you know, with the job that we had to do, and also with the parking and the tight streets and everything, because it was London. And then they wanted to send me out on my own, and these are big vehicles. They're not as big as the ones I'm driving now, but I got myself in such a state because I was going to be on my own. I was going to have to try and find parking. I was going to have to try and park these massive truck on my own in little streets in cities, and I got myself into such a state. I was not confident. I was just bricking it, and I was close to tears thinking about it at some points. I'm not ashamed to say that. You know, it's not a big deal. But I had the support there with me. You know, I had my mum saying that, you know, you'll be all right, you'll be fine. I had my brothers, I had my friends, and they were all there supporting me through that, through my doubts and things. And if I hadn't had them there, I don't know where I'd be now, because now I drive even bigger trucks and I've got no problem driving them. It's you know, the confidence and the skills I've gained, and now I drive them fine. You know, I'm not going to say I'm the world's best driver, because I don't think anyone is. So, but the point that I'm making is I had the license, I had the skills, but because I had someone there with me, that gave me a safety net. And then when that person was going to get taken away, it completely turned me upside down, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And my brain was overthinking it. And if I hadn't had the support system that I had, like I said, I don't know where I'd be. So now, it's not a major thing in my life, and I'm not trying to make it as epic as some of the people that go to CatZero and some of their situations are, because some of their situations are worlds apart from mine, and I'm not trying to compare myself to them in any way. But the thing that I am trying to say is that I had a support system, and without that support system, I don't know where I would be today. I don't know if I'd be doing the job I'm doing, driving bigger trucks. I don't know if I'd be in the motorhome. I don't even know if I'd be on this YouTube channel right now, because if I didn't end up there and I didn't have the motorhome, then I wouldn't have the YouTube channel. So I probably wouldn't be talking to you lot now. So it's a whole chain reaction of, because of that one bit of support, I say one bit of support, but because of that support system that I have in place, which I'm lucky to have, it completely held me together and held my life and got me to where I want to be, you know? So, and that's what CatZero are doing, and then they offer that to people. They offer you the support and to build the confidence and to show you the way and how to get to where you want to be.
We've been going for over 10 years now. We started off in here, in Hull, working with young people aged 16 to 18. Hull was identified as having one of the worst problems with NEETs, young people who were not in education, employment or training throughout the country, and they really wanted to do something about it. So Jim, who was our founder, did Clip Around the World race, and on that there were 10 young people, 2 on each leg, who were NEETs from Hull. Dave put them on each different leg, and Jim saw the difference in these young people from the beginning of the voyage to the end. They could look you in the eye, whereas they couldn't at the beginning. They could talk. They realised they were as good as anyone. And he spoke to the skipper, Danny, who you'll meet tomorrow, and said, we need to do something like this in Hull. We need a sail training. And they went, yeah, that's great. Rang Dave, and Dave went, what we should do is run a programme that gets hold of these young people who would never normally engage with any activity. We should run a land-based programme, then at the end of the land-based programme have a sail programme which would last about 8 days, and then we'll have a move on at the end of it. So we did that for the first 3 years, and then from then the Job Centre realised the work we were doing would have a massive impact. So we then worked with people who were aged 18 to 25 for the Job Centre. They thought, well, that's working well. Can you work with people who are older? And we said, yes, we work with people. It doesn't really matter the age. So since then we've worked with schools, we've worked with groups of people up to the age of 65, and most recently we've started working with full families. So those are the sort of programmes we've been running. But what's more important is how we do it. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get people to work on their self-belief, their self-confidence and their motivation. The great thing about self-belief and self-confidence is they are a skill. Nobody has that great self-belief in themselves. No one has confidence in themselves until they practice and practice and practice. And the more you practice, the more confident you get and the more self-belief you get. I know that the thing that stops most people doing anything is themselves. I know it's me. I've stopped myself doing loads. I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too ugly, I haven't got the qualifications. I stop myself doing stuff. And if me, a relatively confident person, can stop myself, just think how it can be for young people, old people who have got many, many issues themselves. We work with the individuals and the families now to try and help them identify the areas that are stopping them, to create their belief and create this confidence moving forward. We do that through doing activities. It doesn't really matter particularly what the activities are, within a group of people who are motivated to try and change their lives. Linked to those are qualifications. Again, for some of the people we're working with, it's the first qualifications they've got. It's about building on that success ladder. Also linked into the programs are employability skills. So it can be building people's CVs, interview techniques. The other really important thing is about putting yourself forward. It's about having that confidence to put your hand up and go, me, give me the chance, because there are so many opportunities around in this area at the moment, but people don't have that confidence to go out and go, me. We'll show people where these opportunities are, and then it's about having built that belief in themselves that they can achieve, rather than just stopping, about having the confidence to go me, about then seeing the opportunities are there, and then having the qualifications that they can then access them.
The work that CatZero do is phenomenal. It really is. And their motto is, once CatZero, always CatZero. So they will never leave you out in the cold. Once you've been with them, they'll help you every step of the way, forever onwards. You know, they're a support system that continues to be a support system, which is without the other stuff that they do, just being there forever onwards is epic in its own feat. Along with that and what they actually do, they build you up with their programs. They give you the confidence, and you go out on the boat and you learn to be a more confident person, to have confidence in yourself and to trust in yourself.